south, and so we'll face each direction. We'll touch the floor and we'll reach up. And again, do whatever is called on your heart. Allow the messages to come through your mind as well as we're going through this. And I'll speak, on our behalf. And I'm probably going to stand like there. So if we can all actually stand around and do the same thing. You know what? There's some rattles here. If you're a rattler. Oh. There's one rattle here. And two. If anyone feels called. Hey, Lena, where's the rattles? I don't know either.
So you're live now. Is that what I was supposed to do?
That's fine.
Okay.
Do you want this one? Nah, I got it. I got my jump. Alright, so what do you do? I'm gonna walk through first. Yeah, just like
You don't.
Ladies, would you like to join us to open up space? Or watch?
Only if you feel moved to. You don't have
Yeah.
to. You don't have to.
You ready, Mom? Use my rattle. I'll leave my phone there. I don't care. All right. We're gonna face south. To the winds of the south, Sachamama, please join us today and wrap your coils of light around us, teaching us to shed all those things that no longer serve us, to release any fears, any entrapments that might be on our minds, on our souls, on our bodies. Come and show us our best luminous light within us and teach us how to shine. Aho.
Aho.
To the winds of the west, Otorongo, Kuber, Puma, please join us in the sacred circle, the sacred hoop today for this festival, teaching us fearlessness and to find all of the information we need in the nooks and the crannies of our lives, teaching us perspective and fearlessness as we travel today through our festival. Aho. To the winds of the north, hummingbird, Unakari, please join us today and wrap us in your beautiful wings, bringing in our ancestors who are here for our highest and greatest good and teaching us the sweetness in life. Join us in our sacred circle, our sacred hoop today for our festival. Aho.
Aho.
To the winds of the east, Anka, Condor, please join us today in our sacred circle, our sacred hoop, teaching us perspective and to fly above, to see the bigger picture, and to find the information we need, and bringing in spirit with us today. Aho. And depending on your needs, touch the ground. Pachamama, join us. Come, humpwe, humpwe. Join us in the sacred circle, the sacred hoop, bringing us the knowledge of the winged and the finned and the fair, the mountains and the waters, keeping us protected and grounded through our festival today. Aho. Inti Taiti, Mama Kia, Father Sun, Mother Moon, Karakakia, angels, please join us and fly wingtip to wingtip around us, keeping us protected in your divine right. Angels and archangels of the divine light, please join us and protect us and shield us from any negative energy, any negative vibrations or negative intentions, and allow us to be with your luminous light today. We also invite in all of our star nations, alien nations, seeds, star seeds, and planets to join us today as well for our highest and greatest good. May we all find the healings that we need today. Aho.
Aho.
Beautiful. Thank you.
live. Here,
You can just put it up there.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Here, let me introduce. I'm going to put it here for now. Okay, everyone. It is a true pleasure to have you here. Thank you for joining us while we opened up this space. We're actually going to get started, but before we get started, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Holistic Unity Group Festival, which is HUG. So HUG stands for Holistic Unity Group. It was actually started earlier this year with myself, Wahida, and Lena, when we thought it would be beneficial to have holistic businesses that were in the holistic practices actually come together once a month here at Zen Mystery. So we meet once a month and we actually talk about things that we can do to improve our businesses. We also network with one another, and we said, you know what, let's have a festival where we invite the community so that the community can learn more about the different businesses. Can you close that door for me, please? Thank you so much. That's Dennis making some yummy cacao shakes or something like that. They're really good. Did you have one?
That's for me.
Oh, that's for you. So we get to blame the noise on you. Everyone look that way. No, I'm joking. So we wanted to have this festival. This is our first festival. So let's give it up to all the businesses and the vendors that actually came out. You guys are the founding members of this Holistic Unity Festival. So thank you so much for joining us. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So this is going to grow from my mouth to the universe's ear. So this will grow for sure. And so we have an event where there's going to be a lot of different speakers. There's going to be Wahida, she's actually our keynote speaker. She's the individual who came and she opened up space for us. We also have Veronique in the back who's going to be doing her talk as well. Let's give it up for Veronique. Yes, okay. We don't have to wait to the end to clap. We can go wild in here. Okay, we also have Odette, who's going to be doing a talk as well. We have Lena, who's going to be doing a talk as well.
Yeah, Lena!
And then Lena and myself, we're going to be doing a talk. And after that, at the end, guys, it's going to be action-packed. So hopefully you can stay at the end, because it's going to be very, very interactive. Because there's something that us as community HUG, community individuals put together for everyone here in the community to learn about one another and to have that heart-to-heart energy connection. So hopefully you'll stay to the end because it's something that's really, really special. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is we actually have raffles. So in between each talk, let's give it up for the raffles. Love it, I love it. So in between each talk, I'm going to pull up a QR code and there's going to be a raffle is it a few raffles?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of prizes. We have.
Here, you want to take the mic?
Yeah. So we have about 6 different prizes from all of our vendors and speakers. And so we'll have a QR code that we're going to display after every talk. But there's also a QR code right here that you'll see on the different tables, on signs everywhere. Feel free to sign up, and then at the end of today, after we close the space, we're going to raffle each and every prize. So you got different chances to win. And so some of the prizes are Reiki with Shay, a reading with Wahida, consult with Odette, consult with Veronique, and a gift certificate to Zen Mystery as well. And so there's different things, like I said, and if you after you hear our speakers today, if you want to do a reading, they are available outside for readings and consultations and anything like that. So sign up. Each table has a little sign-up sheet. You can put your name down, and they'll call you when they're ready. So there's also that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we're going to start off with Wahida in about 2 minutes. I'm just going to set up. So in between each talk, give me about 5 minutes to set up, to bring the next person up, to set up their camera and so forth. So we'll make an announcement. You guys can go out there, you can stay in here, you can speak to one another, but give me about 2 to 5 minutes to actually set up. And remember, we have, like Lena said, there's the vendors outside, so you can go ahead and speak to some of the vendors, like Shay, who's sitting here. Shay, while you're here, can you tell us a little bit about what you do? And I'll be back.
I'm gonna hurt things.
Shay's very shy.
Wow. Just throw it out there, huh?
Hi, Shay. Hey, Shay.
Hey, Shay, you got this.
Thanks, Tanny, for throwing me under the bus. So I'll be doing Reiki. I'm all the way in the back. Reiki is energy transfer of healing energy. It also can help with different sickness like anxiety. And if you list, also balances your chakras.
Awesome, thank you, thank you. So Shay is in the back. I'm gonna bring up one of Jacqueline's relatives, and Jacqueline is also a vendor here, so she's gonna tell you a little bit about what they're gonna be doing. Do you mind coming up?
Hello, everyone. Your spirit, what your spirit guides can tell you, and you need to know, really get to know yourself better, to really connect to what's really going on, to have a spiritual, sort of session.
Awesome.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So it's Jacqueline and her relatives as well, and they're close to the front. Then we have Veronique in the back. You're gonna get to hear Veronique speak, but Veronique, do you mind coming up just for 1 minute and just talking a little bit about what you're offering as a vendor? You're welcome.
I am offering iridology. Iridology is a fascinating modality where you can actually, when taking the picture of the iris, you can look at the strengths and weaknesses of the constitution of the person. It's very, very interesting because we have 28,000 nerve endings connected to reflexes in the eye, and everything is connected to the body, so that's what I will be doing.
Awesome, thank you so much. And for those of you who do not know, we are at Zen Mystery. I'm gonna have Lena talk a little bit about Zen Mystery because I believe they're serving food today. And my favorite is, well, I have a few favorites, but I'm gonna have Lena talk about what her and Dennis do here at Zen Mystery.
So welcome everybody. I think a few of you have been here before. Dennis and I opened Zen Mystery 11 years ago. Actually, our grand opening was June 15th, so it was kind of cool that we're having this today.
Oh, happy anniversary!
So next week we'll be having a vegan party to celebrate also the 11 years, and the following weekend on the 29th, I want to say, is our actual anniversary party with a lot of bands here. You're welcome to come. I think it's 5 to 10, something like that. But if you're subscribed to our newsletter, you'll be able to see what time that's going to be. So we'll be celebrating the next 3 weekends. In other words.
Amazing.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So before we get started, let's give a big thank you to Bonnie for volunteering her time and
Thanks, Bonnie.
signing everyone in, and she's been very supportive since the very beginning. So guess what? We're about to get started in about another 2 minutes. So hold tight, and we'll get started. Thank you very much. I'll get you set up.
Okay. Hey, does this move the other way? Like to be like this? Oh.
Yeah, it does. Just
So simple. Alright.
No, you were supposed to do that.
Where's your dance?
Next time. See?
Ready, Schnookums?
Is it on? Yeah. The recording? Or do you want me to start recording?
It's recording. I left it on. TikTok doesn't care about perfection. No more stage.
Okay, so we are going to get started. Let me move over this way. So everyone, I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Wahida.
Woohoo! Woohoo for me! Thank you guys so much for joining and coming in today. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate your excitement and involvement. Can someone actually get Shay if she's not doing Reiki because she wanted to catch the talk? Oh, is that too loud?
That's too low.
Too low.
I can turn it up.
Thanks. Well, I was trying to put it
It's okay, I got you.
closer to me so that I sound like this. Okay.
You can do that too.
Hey, this is your meditative moment with Wahida. We are going to meditate, actually. All right. So my first question for you guys is, how many of you think that you are a psychic? Raise your hand. Great. And how many of you think that you are a medium? Raise your hand. Perfect. Odette, you're not sure? You're not sure? Well, hopefully today's talk will clarify a little bit of that. Do you guys both know yourselves to be a psychic or a medium? Not sure. Oh, well, hopefully this really helps you. I'm so glad that that is real. Because, you know, like you write it and you're like, maybe it'll help you. All right. Shay! I didn't want you to miss it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Shay, do you think you're a psychic or a medium?
I'm confused.
You confused? Oh, okay, good. So what I don't have mixed in here is if you have questions today about anything that I ask or anything that I say, please raise your hand and let me know. I love talking about this. And I'm going to be honest, it was actually difficult for me to decipher the two because I mix everything into one. And I'm like, well, how are they just psychic and how are they just a medium? Because I'm a psychic medium, right? So, Bonnie, do you think you're a psychic or a medium? Oh, Bonnie's closing the door. She's like, no people allowed. No blending allowed. It's okay. If she hears me, she does. Bonnie is a healer. I can tell you that. Bonnie, do you think you're a psychic or a medium?
No, I don't want to
You don't want to be? That's a good answer. Some days I don't want to be either. So we're going to talk about what that actually looks like, right? So I wanted to first start about my spiritual awakening and see if any of these things actually resonate within you as well. So I have my notes, you know, because I cheat a little bit sometimes when I talk. And I wanted to talk first about my awakening process. So for me, I was born a natural psychic medium. I was about 8 years old and I realized that I was seeing gargoyles in my closet and portals to who knows where in my closet. And naturally, as an 8-year-old, I was like having night terrors. I was scared. I had no idea what any of that was. And of course, in the Caribbean culture, it's either very widely accepted to be a psychic medium or a psychic. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Come on in. Yeah. It's either really widely accepted, I feel like, or it's very difficult sometimes to be accepted and it's looked down on, just like how sometimes in the American culture, we're thought of as the weird ones, and we're actually like, we're not the weird ones, guys. So for most of my life, no one believed me that I was seeing those things. And so I was so scared that I prayed for it not to happen. And so in my prayer for it not to happen, I shut it all down. And I had no idea that's what I was actually doing. So when that happened, it kind of led me to live what I consider my mundane, right, regular, non-witchy life for about 28 years or so. And I had a full career in child welfare. I helped people heal. I changed the world. Hi, welcome. Welcome in. And I was so happy with doing that. I was so content with having a normal life. And then I had kids. Man, do any of y'all have kids? Oh, God. So that was an awakening, not just for my children, but it changed a lot of the components of my body. And that was also around the time of 2012, where there was a great awakening happening amongst all of us. How many of you guys shifted in 2012, let alone? Yeah. What were you going to say? You were going to say something? No?
I think she was just saying.
Yeah. So when that happened, I was actually working with a foster parent, and I was in child welfare for 20 years or so. Not 28. And she was having a really difficult moment. And so I was sitting with her and driving around in her car, and this dates how old I am. She was like, "Can I play a CD?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever you need. Put whatever you need on." And lo and behold, it was Abraham Hicks. And I had never heard Abraham Hicks before. I had no idea what that lady was or what she was or that entity is. And as I was listening to it, I remember being really, really quiet because I had to focus so hard to understand what she was saying. And I literally feel like my foster parents started checking on me. I was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, I don't think anything's ever made more sense than what this woman is saying. So from Abraham Hicks, I started manifesting. I started living abundantly. I started changing my life. I moved down here to South Florida. I got my dream job working in child welfare at the time in PR for ChildNet, which sounds absolutely bizarre that that's a dream job, but it is. And I led many grants and had a pretty full career until I started doing tarot readings at work for my coworkers. I was like, this is probably not what I should be doing in life. So Spirit led me to, I had this coworker who I would go buy crystals with at the crystal shop down the street. And we came here. Like, I've been at Zen years ago for trainings and stuff like that. And I love the onion braid then too. And with her, she was like, "You got to take this Reiki class. I think it's really going to help you." And she sent me all these articles. And I was like, you know what? I didn't read any of those. I knew in my soul I had to take that class. That was a calling. And I had $400 extra laying around, which nobody really has that all the time. So I was like, you know what? This is meant to be. This is exactly what I need to do. And I took it, and it was another one of those really big shifts that happened within me and within my growth. From there, I went on to Reiki 2 about a year later. And are anybody in here Reiki attuned other than Shay and Bonnie? Yeah. With Reiki, it gets a little scary to know that you have that much control over that much energy. So I didn't touch it for about a year until I grew into it, and I felt like Spirit was like, "Hi, hello, are we on? Because you need to be on. This is what you're here for." So I heard that message again and again and again and again before I actually listened to it. And it was really irrevocable when I couldn't. After Reiki, I took, as soon as I hit Reiki 2, a month later I took Reiki 3, and then a year later I started teaching, so I do offer Reiki classes now. Along that path, I started my mediumship development. My mentor that I told you about was actually my cousin, and I didn't grow up with her, but she had so much information about our lineage, about where I came from, and could see things in me that she had been through. And I learned then that part of me needed to be fulfilled. And I was led to her at that time in my life because I needed to be with her then. So she runs a center in Virginia, and I have taken her mediumship classes 3 times because mediumship was not easy when I first started it. I didn't get it. I'm a Virgo. I'm a very analytical brain, and I like facts. And I couldn't get why people were talking to me, and I could hear them. So it was a little hard for me at first with mediumship, and taking it again and again and again, it really started to make sense for me. And then I think I took every single one of the classes she's ever offered, which now I understand when my students are like, "What else are you teaching? You got anything else coming up? Were you going to do meditation? Are we going to do journaling? Anything? No? Okay. So I'm working on that. After that, I opened my center in Davie, and now I heal full time. This is what I do. What you're looking at is a full-time healer, and it's working out. Spirit always provides and always gives me what I need. So let's move away from me and into you. Oh, my next thing is shamanic apprenticeship. So I am a apprentice for shamanism, not to scathe by on that. And that was another space where I was highly called to do that. I knew I needed to do Manayaki as a healer. And once I went through that, my first Manayaki attunement, I was actually invited, if this was something I wanted to continue, that I could continue that. And again, I had $555 and the ability to travel to Melbourne, readily available in my bank accounts. I said, you know what? If y'all said yes, let's go. So I go. And it's been a hell of a healing process. And I'm very excited by the end of next year to offer shamanic services to the community. I do offer home healings. Like if you need your home cleared and cleansed, we did Zen the other day. That's something that I can help you with. So are you picking up what they're putting down? I have a couple of questions for you, and I want you to keep track on your hand of your yeses to these questions, okay? I have been labeled as overly sensitive, shy, or introverted. Anybody? Yeah, me too. I frequently get overwhelmed or anxious. Arguments, yelling make me ill. I often feel or felt like I didn't fit in. I think we all fit in together equally here. Amen. I am drained by crowds and need alone time to revive myself. Who was in their car 10 minutes ago? Me. Because I was like, I can't. I just got to go outside. Knowing your strengths is important. I am overly stimulated by noise, odors, or nonstop talkers. I have chemical sensitivities or can't tolerate scratchy clothes. So that's an important one. I prefer taking my own car places so I can leave early if I need to. Yes, me too. But no, it's okay, I'll drive. Shay and I this morning, it's fine, I'll drive. I'll drive too. Yeah, it's okay, I get it. No hard feelings. I overeat to cope with stress. Me 3 a.m. writing this. Yeah. Me and Lena. 3 a.m. writing our talks. I'm afraid of becoming suffocated by intimate relationships. That was a deep one. We can all take a healing moment for that. What? Yeah, me too. And I've been in a relationship 23 years. I startle easily. Lena or Tanny startled me today. I was like, why are you in my bubble? I react strongly to caffeine or medications. Medications, yeah, caffeine too. I have a low pain threshold. I tend to socially isolate. That's it, maybe. Depends on your sign. I absorb other people's stress, emotions, or symptoms.
It feels like we're at church, yes.
Yes, amen. Amen. I am overwhelmed by multitasking or prefer doing one thing at a time. Yes. Yeah, like your brain cannot do all the... I replenish myself in nature. Yes. Yeah, thank you for all the nature in here, Lena. We very much appreciate it. I need a long time to recuperate after being with difficult people or energy vampires.
100%.
Yes, yeah. I feel better in a small city or the country than larger cities. How many of you have left South Florida and been like, why the fuck do we live here? No one? Just me? Okay. Thank you.
New York, South Florida.
New York? Not a small city. Unless you're in upstate New York.
Mountain,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Compared to something like New York, this is a better
Space, a better, we do have the ocean. I do respect that. But when I leave Palm Beach, I'm like, it's like it got quieter. Is that real? Because that's real for me. And then when I come back, I'm like, oh God, here we go again. It's okay, I'm ready. I prefer one-to-one interactions or small groups rather than large gatherings. So you see, we did it in between, right? We have a small, large group, right? We did good with that? Okay. All right. So if you said yes, to at least 5 of these, raise your hand. All of them? All of them. You, my friend, are a psychic. However, the trick is that everybody has the ability to be a psychic. It's whether or not you practice and you train using your clairs to use your psychic abilities. So it was sort of a trick question. I lured you here under false pretenses, sorry. A medium, however, tends to be naturally born. I was naturally born medium, and then I awakened to it, but I didn't know that's what was happening, and I'm going to talk more about that. A medium, however, can be trained. You can absolutely train yourself to receive messages from spirit. Okay? Questions about that?
Not yet.
All right, great. So, what is a psychic? Psychics have the ability to perceive information. What is perceiving information? That's when you walk into this room and you feel the shift in the energy. You feel the beautiful flowers that are here, the vibrancy. You feel how the energy flow walks through. You feel how the people feel in here. How you felt after I opened space. The energy shifted completely. You're welcome. Right? So you can feel and perceive not just a person, but a room and an environment. And that's because your aura is what is receiving that information through different clairs, which we're going to go through. And you're picking up on other people's auras. So that's why in those questions, you get a headache when someone else gets a headache, because you're feeling what they're feeling, right? The problem with that is all those, I call them little balls. All those little balls get thrown in your aura all day long as you're walking through, and you're not getting rid of them. Unless you're getting regular Reiki sessions, doing regular meditation, doing regular healings on yourself, right? So the information comes from the auric field. It is physical, mental, and energetic. These are just examples, like you feel tired today, or you just went on vacation. So you can know things about a person by sitting in front of them and doing an auric read. I can know that Lena needs kale. You need kale?
Maybe.
That's funny. I don't know why I know that, but I know that just by looking at you. There is also permission. I did not put permission in here. And does a psychic, okay, Lena and I are friends. Does a psychic have the permission to read someone else's energy? No, not unless I give you permission, right? Again, Lena and I are friends, so I picked on her. So, and I read for her regularly. You don't want to just go in and walk up to a person and say, oh, there's a spirit coming through. I have a message for you from God. I'm like, who are you? And did I invite you? No, I did not. Please leave. Thank you. Okay, so please be mindful of people who walk up to you with all that BS, because they should not be. There is a code of ethics for us. That's your warning. Clairs. So clairaudience. Clairaudience is the ability to hear, but not just through hearing through your ears. Or not just through hearing. Yeah, I said that right. It's hearing in your head. How many of us took anxiety medication in our life? I definitely did, because I thought I was going crazy and I thought I couldn't turn my thoughts off. I did not know I was perceiving everybody else's thoughts, which made me feel crazy until I figured it out. So the ability to hear information will come to you as thoughts in your own head. Your job as a psychic is to meditate and sit with your energy so you know when it's your thought or when it's someone else's thought that Lena needs kale, right? It's important to figure those things out for yourself. There's also hearing, like how I'm speaking to you now. That takes a lot of energy, and spirit does not use that much energy. It takes the least path of resistance to communicate information to you. So that's not normally how you're going to hear. I had to be in like 3 days of training and waking up in between worlds when I heard spirit talking and was like, that's not what we're doing. Please leave, exit stage left, because I don't want that. Thank you. And they listened. Clairvoyance is the ability to see information. What this looks like is it can look like in front of you, right? Sometimes for me, it's gasoline waves because I haven't fully developed my ability to see with my third eye. However, most of the time, it's flashes that look like a memory, a dream, or a thought. And it's the tiniest shift in energy to know that it's being sent to you as information, that you're requesting it as information, as opposed to just happening, right? Does anybody have that happen to them? Yeah. Claircognizance is the ability to know information. This is like your name is Lena, and you know your name is Lena, and nobody could tell you that that's not your name. So that is how strongly you know this information to be true. The thing about it is when you're a psychic, you will know present or past information. You will not know future information. That's a medium. A medium can receive a message of your future. So when you're getting a psychic read, it's very much today and here and now. And that's good too, to work out situations. Nothing wrong with those. Clairgustance and clairalience is the ability to taste and smell information. I had a client one time on my table, and at the end of every Reiki session, I always asked if there's anyone here that would like, this was a mediumship thing, anyone here that would like to send a message to deliver, please let me know. And I started smelling fried chicken. And I'm talking about, I'm in the middle of a healing room in Partners in Healing where there is no fried chicken. And I was like, that was weird. Cool. All right. So after she's done, I'm like, oh, I don't know if this makes sense to you, right? Because it's not for us to understand. It's for our clients to understand. Does fried chicken mean anything? Homegirl busted out crying. Oh my God, that's my grandmother. We used to make fried chicken together and blah, 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 blah. Are you okay? Do you hear some tissue? Okay. But she needed to hear that from her grandmother. So it just happens in strange ways. The ability to feel information is clairsentience. This is the most common. This is the empath. This is the person who can walk in the room and read the room, and you can feel what other people are feeling. This is also why we're so stressed out and we're so anxious and we're so closed off, because we're walking around all day feeling everybody's crap, and we're not working on our own energetic health to help release that, okay? Which we're going to do, don't worry. Don't get scared. All right, any questions about psychics? Okay, so what is a medium? Mediumship is using all of your senses, the same ones I just talked about, to connect with those in spirit. So that is someone who has passed away, like a loved one. Like if I were to talk to Shay's ancestors, if they were to come through during a reading and say, oh, one time I did actually. So one time, if you're okay. I think you're okay with this one. They really needed her to put cake on the altar. And I'm like, Shay, I didn't even know she had an altar. I didn't even know she did offerings, you know. And I'm like, Shay, your ancestors really say that they need cake. Do you need to buy cake? And she's like, yeah, I've been meaning to buy cake. They showed me in my dream and I just ignored them and blah, 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 right? So that's information that I could not know, that I would not even know remotely close to. Things like names, things like what they looked like, things like experiences. Spirit will show me experiences in their childhood that happened, favorite times together, what someone's home looks like. Because I do this as a living, will ask the spirit how they passed away so I can validate that for my client. And so I'll feel on my body something that might feel a little stressful, right? It might get tight in my chest. So I'll know, because as a medium, we train our brains. Our brains are our dictionary. We train it with symbols. We train it, I have a check mark and an X. My check mark is yes, my X is no. They will show me either one when I need the answer. I have trained them to know that a ribbon means breast cancer. I have trained them to know, because I'm Reiki attuned, a certain chakra, or they'll send me tarot cards because I'm a reader too. They love sending me tarot cards. I work directly with my spirit team, who consists of my guides, to communicate with them, as well as to communicate with spirits who have passed away. So that is the main difference, is that when you're a psychic, you're receiving information, you're perceiving information in front of you. When you're a medium, you are receiving that information that there is no way, honey, that you could have knew that. Does that clarify everything? Nice. So now, who's a psychic and who's a medium? Who's a psychic? Yep. And who thinks they might be a medium? Yep. Probably are. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, I already know. Girl, you know. Oh, and who's both? All right. So, again, that message is from your loved ones. That message is going to be also in the future. That in 2 years from now, you're going to be moving to Denmark. I actually had a woman that I read for one time, and she's like, do you see moving in my future? You have to be very keen and develop a very good relationship with your guides as a medium, to perceive information from them. And so I can talk back and forth with them and ask, do you see moving in her future? Show me anywhere that she might go. And it was a little cafe in a stone place, and I described it to her. She's like, Italy. That's exactly where I want to go. She's like, do you know when? I'm like, do we know when? And they were like, 2 years. 2 years. She's like, okay, that works for me. And I haven't followed up with her, but that was what I got. That doesn't mean when you receive a reading like that, that can't change, right? We are always living every day where our path can change, where our destiny can change. However, it's important to know that you can receive that information to guide your decisions, which is what readings are for. All right. What's to come? Medium receives information. Good. Oh, no, we don't want to. Oh, well, okay, this is just for fun. I can't read it there. I have to turn around. So now thinking about everything we have learned, some of the questions are, have you ever just known something without any logical input? Yeah, that's your intuition working for you. Do you often feel overwhelmed by emotions in crowded places? We said yes, right? All of us, so that's an empath. My medium one is here. Have you ever had a deceased loved one visit you in a dream or feel their presence in a strong way? See, those are my mediums. There you go. Do you sometimes get flashes of images that come from nowhere? Right? That's a psychic. The flash here is going to be current information. It's not going to be futuristic, so that's the difference, right? And have you ever had a strong sense of knowing a person's thoughts or feelings, even though you haven't expressed them? Yeah, when you're like, oh, I know this dude isn't to me. Girl, you better watch out. All right. All right. So we're going to do a little meditation if you're okay with that. I want to teach you, my goal is to teach you how to clear your energy. So you're going through days and you're picking up all of this junk, right? So this is an opportunity for you to learn how to actually work with your energy and clear it for yourself. All right. Thank you, DJ Lena. Yeah. So go ahead and find a comfortable spot. Seated. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Allow your hips to kind of just wiggle into the chair, wiggle into the seat. And just take a good cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Relaxing your body, relaxing your mind. Thank you. All right. Now, as you continue to breathe in and out, go ahead and allow releasing of any thoughts, any imagery, any anxiety, or any stress that might be in your mind, and welcome in the intention today to clear our energy. All right? Imagine yourself sending roots down from the base of your chakra, from your tailbone, and the area, the base of your spine, anchoring you into the earth, feeling a sense of stability and security and safety. And visualize a bright white light above your head. It is pure and warm and inviting. Imagine this light slowly descending, filling your crown chakra at the top of your head, filling it up brightly and turning it a bright white color. See any negativity or blocks dissolve and release, feeling a sense of clarity and peace washing over you, and seeing that crown chakra a bright purple violet color. Now breathing deeply, allow that white light to flow down your body, filling your third eye chakra located right between your eyebrows. Filling it with bright white light, filling it up and seeing any negativity again dissolving and releasing. Just let it go. Now see it replaced by a sense of intuition and inner wisdom. And seeing that third eye spin in a clockwise direction and a bright dark blue color. Beautiful. Now breathing in again, guide the white light down to your throat chakra, Located at your throat, visualizing any blockages, any releases, and letting them go, allowing for clear communication and self-expression. As you see all of these things blow out of your throat, see your throat spinning clockwise, a light blue color, a vibrant light blue glowing ball. Very good, very good. And continue inhaling and exhaling, guiding the white light down into your heart chakra and your chest. This is located at the center of your breastbone. Feeling any emotional blockages dissolve, any entanglements, any cords release, any anger just wash away, being replaced with the white light and a sense of love, compassion, and forgiveness. Allowing that white light to fill up your chest and your stomach and your cavity. Moving it down now to your solar plexus chakra right above your navel. Seeing that bright yellow light spin in a clockwise position and any negativity releasing, being replaced by a sense of personal power and confidence. Again, breathing deeply, allowing the white light to fill your sacral chakra, the orange light, right below your belly button. Blasting it with bright white light, releasing any fear or anxiety, sending it back to where it came from. Releasing any heaviness or cords or attachments from here, and replacing it with a sense of creativity and well-being. Allowing this chakra to be now a bright orange color, vibrant within your stomach. And then finally inhaling and guiding the white light down to your root chakra at the base of your spine. Feeling any feelings of instability or insecurity, releasing, just sending them down into the earth, out of your core, out of your body. Giving it to Pachamama and releasing it. Replace that with bright white light and a sense of grounding and security and safety. Now see that chakra spinning clockwise in a bright red color. Beautiful. Now visualize this white light expanding outward from your body, filling your entire auric field. Imagining your auric field fill with bright light, seeing any negativity or energetic imbalances dissolve and release. Imagining your aura sparkling clean and filled with pure white light. Take a few moments here to bask in the feeling of this white light around you, of this calmness, of this balanced energy. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. And at this time, if you feel called to, you can place a shield around you for the rest of our festival today. A shield can look like a dark crystal, black tourmaline, just surrounding you. It can look like Archangel Michael's wings wrapped around you. Or it can look like mirrors wrapped around you. And as you place your shield, thank your spirit teams for guiding you through this. And allow your fingers and toes to wiggle and gently come back to the room. Fluttering open your eyes when you're ready. How you feeling? You need a nap. Yeah, too bad you have to do Reiki. All right, so how do you feel after a meditation like that? Yeah, that was only about 5 minutes, guys. Yeah, so that leads me to some tips for you to take home today.
So what I was playing was one of the solfeggio sounds. That's actually my meditation sound in the morning. I listen to it day in and day out. I don't know who made it, but God help them. They made all the money off of me. So there are 9 solfeggio sound frequencies that exist. If you type it into YouTube, you can find them. And these have the ability to shift your energy. So it's not just what you're focusing on intention-wise, it's also what you're surrounding yourself with and what you're listening to. In meditation, 10 minutes a day can really shift your energy. This was about, maybe it was 8 minutes, right? 8 to 10 minutes a day can really change the rest of your day. And if you're tired, you probably need to sleep more. If you fall asleep in meditation, it's your body's natural reaction to needing more rest, and that's okay too. You just come back again tomorrow at the same time. All right? It really helps and has been proven to reduce your anxiety levels that most of us empaths, psychics, and mediums face and deal with every day. Journaling, believe it or not. I know we're not 13, but I know I have 25 journals at home. How about y'all? Okay. So I have like a mad journal. Does anybody have a mad? I have a mad journal. Or I'm like, fuck you, the horse you rode in on. I do tend to burn those nowadays, but I definitely have a mad journal. And then I have like this is what I learned today journal. This is like, oh, these are my downloads from spirit. They sound all etherical, and I never look at them again, but I get them out, right? So the thing is to get the stuff that's in your head out of your head. And that can be a hard habit to form with ourselves. So I have a solution for you for that too. It really just is, it's using a different part of your brain to process the information, which helps you deal with it. And it's a very big part of healing. Cleansing tools. So you saw me with the drum earlier. You saw the energy shift. You saw us with rattles earlier. Lena was saging earlier. Palo Santo. Sage removes negativity. Palo Santo places sweetness in, right? Florida waters, I have it right on my table. I have been spritzing all day. Okay. If you need some, come see me. Black tourmaline, hematite. My daughter makes these bracelets. Shout out to my daughter and her bracelets. She is 11. Okay. And I have a hematite one, and she made your anklets. They're there. And I wear it all the time. She wears it now. She's only 11. She's like, there might be something to this, Mom. I'm like, you think? Hematite tiger's eye is really good for grounding, for healing as well. Red jasper is also very good for protection. Red jasper came to me at the beginning of my journey, and I wore it like relentlessly. Now, as a shamanic apprentice, I walk between the worlds, and I definitely keep red jasper on me. And self-Reiki, for those of you who are self-Reiki or Reiki attuned, self-Reiki will cleanse and clear your energy. Shay Choker raided me earlier. I was like, girl, can you please get rid of it? I can't. So that is my talk for today. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah.
When will you be launching your guided meditation download?
When I meet with you next week to learn how to put them on my website.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lena's like, if you can't just make this meditation so I can buy it and listen to it every day, okay, no problem. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Do we have a block for the
Oh, it's right there. So I am launching a 4-week class in about 2 weeks for... It's on the side. There you go. For week 1 is going to be meditation. And it's not just meditating as a group. Okay, that's great, and I love it, and it makes us all feel fantastic. It is learning how to put meditation in your daily practice, giving you really reasonable tools and time frames that can actually work in your life, and troubleshooting. My trainings are a lot more like coaching when I work individually in Zoom classes. So that's what you can expect out of me. Week 2 is journaling. I'm going to give you prompts for not only your chakras, but prompts for different times of day, different types of things you're healing through, and provide you with workbooks that you can use, and encourage you to really, during this program, journal on a daily basis. Even if you have nothing to say, just write, I have nothing to say today, Wahida. That's okay. You did it, and I'm proud of you. All right? Mindset and manifesting. let me tell you real seriously, if you cannot get this okay, you can't do anything. It's the foundation of who you are. And as people who are receiving information all the time and having that information clouded and not knowing who we are and who other people are and what to do, it gets hard, right? It gets hard for me too. I am Access Bars certified. I'm an Access facilitator. So I use a lot of clearing information to help with your mindset. And manifesting. We're going to touch on manifesting in that class. It's going to be half and half. Because you are the person who controls your energy and where it goes. And then spiritual tools for balance. So a lot of things we talked about today, but how to use them, right? How to use them, how to clean them, what to do with them, where to keep them, right? That's probably the outline, actually. All right, and you can sign up here, and I have a beautiful $10 off for you for anything on my website that you might want. You can copy that code or scan it, and I have it also at my table. Any other questions? Did you learn something today?
Yes.
Thank you. My job here is done.
Thank you so much, Wahida. I really appreciate it. So what we're going to do now, before we go to the next speaker, remember there's vendors out there. Shay is actually one of the vendors. She's actually going to be in the back. So you could sign up to get some Reiki done. We have Wahida, who's right here, and then we have Jacqueline, who's doing palm readings. So we're going to take about a 10-minute break. And remember, there's food out there. The next talk is
Hello.
Another 10 minutes, I'll make the announcement. But for now, you guys go out, enjoy.
Hi.
Your sister, Sarah.
Oh, yeah, where'd you meet her?
We went to DEFCON together. I met her there with Tane.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for Tane before.
Awesome.
Sarah.
Yeah. She's in Orlando today, so she can't be here. Yeah, but that's cool.
How is she feeling? Because she was sick for a while.
Yeah.
Feeling better?
Yeah, she's doing all right. We had some misfortune in the family, so unfortunately our family had to travel up to Orlando to kind of deal with someone who is passing but hasn't passed yet. So we're all just kind of waiting, which is weird, but it is what it is, right? Yeah.
As long as everything is alright.
Yeah.
How was your talk?
Oh, good, I think. I didn't put anybody to sleep, I don't think, so that was good. Yeah. Oh, my thing is still going. I forgot.
Hi, Anastasia. So good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Oh, Anastasia.
Yeah.
Who's going to record things one day. Awesome.
So Anastasia, how about you?
Huh?
What I do?
Yeah. Anastasia is the person we talked about.
I'm a graphic designer. I'm
Yes.
also a social media marketer.
Yeah.
Digital marketer. We do some web design as well. So very creative.